Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. Alright, well, we are in a brand new week, and we are just like plowing through the month of November already, and we got a lot of nerd data coming out this week. Nerd data, yeah, like bond sales, we've got new home starts coming out, mortgage applications coming out, that number of how many we've had, and like that all doesn't really necessarily mean anything to you up front, but what it does indicate is kind of how things are going and how we're going to look into 2021 and see where is the market going. Now, things such as new housing starts play a really critical part into what our future inventory will look like. You know, new home builds and new permits and home builder sentiment all kind of come together to share with us what a preview of new inventory will look like in 6 months, 12 months, 18 months down the road. Now, the economic pressures are still there. We saw the political pressures that are happening. We got coronavirus and we have the stimulus, will they, won't they stuff happening still. But the true sense of whether or not we're gonna have new houses hit the market really comes down to a couple of things. New home starts, building permits, building sentiment. Now, existing home sales is important because that shows us kind of why we see current prices being held up in the market the way they have been, by how little inventory there is, or where price has been stable over a long duration of time, even despite high unemployment and even despite a lot of businesses being closed down. So this is actually a really important week for data, which is going to give us a look at what's going to happen in 2021. As for rates, rates are kind of in gridlock. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the market. You get these vaccine announcements that are coming out, and Wall Street just like takes off and is on a tear, and kind of like ignoring the fact that we have 21.5 million people on continued unemployment. I don't know what that's about, but it just doesn't make sense. It's like it's not adding up, but it is what it is. You look at the charts and the markets are going crazy in a positive way for the news that we have vaccines coming out. I don't think that's going to actually favor rates or hurt rates. It's this weird gridlock. They're like stuck. I don't think they're going to get like too much better. I also don't think they're going to get too much worse because they just can't. You can't argue the fact that if money gets more expensive, it's going to help our economy get back on its feet. And there's just not that much further low it can go in the short term. Maybe long term, but definitely not in the short term. So keep your eyes on the headlines this week and look at what's happening with the nerd data that I referenced before. And we'll be back next week to kind of tell you what our interpretation of that is and how that gives us more insight for 2021. Thanks for watching. See you next week.